Welcome back, everybody, Digimon Cyber Pursuit. Before we go on to fight Lust, I have some recommendations because with the our three bosses, it was obvious I didn't do any research. Uh, Two failed recordings later, one with each one having a different sin to fight, I realized how up shit's creek I am. So first we're going to go to Shibuya. I have a little gripe about my team, and it's mainly Craniumon, which I can actually totally understand why this is a thing. Craniumon only has one obvious equip slot, so choosing an equipment for him is rather difficult. But here, you would want to buy one specific thing, bug barriers. Bug barriers prevent the bug status. Get 3 of these, actually make it 4, just in case. Bug, if everybody forgot by now, reverses damage dealt, basically with virus, data, and vaccine. It'll basically turn a vaccine to data, a virus into a essentially it's not good. And we're going to go to Akihabara, because over here, they sell recovery chips. We would want to get Memory DX. Buy a lot of these. By a lot, I mean a lot. Or you would work. Because since I'm rolling it, this will be a really good advantage. Now, next up would be our team composition. Our team is going to stay the same, no matter what. We're going to switch out Gargamon's current equipment. We're going to put a panic barrier on him to prevent confusion, as well as 2 bug barriers. Those will eliminate Lust's main 2 damage points. We're going to do the same for we're going to do the same for Ho-Ho, but we're going to have to get in our panic barrier. Craniumon is kind of boned here, since we don't have a... Oh yeah, there's also Dot. Dot's also a thing. Bug is more dangerous than Dot. Panic I could really care less about. But I'm going to put a pixel barrier here. And a bug barrier. Well, another pixel barrier, in all honesty. Because pixel, even though it's the equivalent of silence, it's still a pain in this boss. Against this boss. I'm going to go back to Shibuya. Grab our panic barrier. And see how everything could work out. Because in all honesty, fighting over this boss a few times, it's a pain in the ass in all honesty. Yeah. Panic, there we go. An extra panic. We should be good now. Oh, actually, give him the extra dot, since I'm here. Now with these sets of equipments, with the lowercase of items, they prevent the status item by half. The DX prevents it, period. Panic is something that I really don't worry about. Bug is more of a pain in all honesty. So, yeah, let's change out this one. Give you the normal one. Pixel Barrier will just go on some... won't go on anybody right now. There you go. I don't think there's anything else to grab. Guess we got everything already. Okay, now time to take that mission, because we didn't take it at the beginning. But yeah, West is going to be rather difficult with the with her constant status ailments. Then after this is going to be Envy, which is going to be rather easy. Then we have the final then we have the final one, Pride. She's within Nanako, and it's love. The actual overlord for Lost is Asmundus, as well as she is on the 3rd floor. Choosing Lilith makes sense because she is a demon. Well, if you want to go deeper into it, she was the first wife of Adam within the Garden of Eden. And well, choosing Lilith over Asmundus makes sense because... oh boy, this is not going to be fun. Okay, good. She will constantly... well, here's a little heads up. She will constantly spam out status elements, obviously, from what I stated earlier. These become a pain when you don't know which ones are which. Well, you don't know where coming. Oh, okay. For right now, let's heal up everybody's poison. This is why I bought multi-recoveries. And since she increases her intelligence because she is a mage, like a lot of them, it's kind of sad that a lot of the Deadly Sins are mages, but I understand because of the battle system. She's gonna gain her own debuff as well. What else? What to mainly focus on within this fight is her constant buffing. Okay, we're going to start buffing ourselves up. Because I don't have a good feeling from all this. But I should acknowledge the blue numbers that appear every now and then after we attack. That is her ability kicking in. Simply named Lust. Every time we would inflict damage onto her, she will always replenish up to 10% of the damage inflicted. So even though you are hitting her with everything you got, she'll always make back 10% of the damage instead of outright negating it. Now it's just a fight of endurance because Vesped the boss realized that we already had barriers, so she's changed out the method from passive to aggro. At least her physical attack, at least Garga wasn't affected by this. Begrudgingly had to use this turn to heal everybody. But yeah, barriers are fucking good late game, or when you get to Hacker's Memory. They're really good at a certain chapter. Yeah, she won't be spamming out her Phantom Pain as much as Barbamon did with Pandemonium Lost, but it's still extremely damaging. Even looking up ways to fight this boss, it has always been, oh, we're going to have a team of mega levels that are all repeats of each other, namely Ulforce Vidramon and Omegamon and Omegamon Zords and Tia Willis, surprisingly enough. Yeah, Lilithmon isn't a slouch when it comes to combat. That's why she's very highly recommended among playthroughs. The reason why I didn't do it is because I chose Barbamon instead of Lilith. Something that I won't deny that I actually do enjoy. Let's go with Magical Spray. Because everybody is reaching almost the halfway point of their HP. I'm wondering what that status ailment that she keeps on negating is. That's what I'm curious about. Oh, I should have just held off on that heal. But yeah, barriers make everything easier. Sadly, to my knowledge, there is no item that puts every status ailment at half. If there was, I would have put on Craniamon. And let's go with Holy Light. Screw it, let's heal everybody again. Is this boss battle hard? Yes. When you know how to do it and you're not panicking every 5 seconds, you should be perfectly fine. Kinda wish I had 2 better physical attackers though. Well, at least they have their priorities straight. There's nothing worse than watching your whole party in a panic, bashing into each other, not knowing what to do. It's not fun in the slightest. And we're only now getting to our halfway point of HP. We're on a good roll. Poison. Thankfully, that's the only status ailment that she's able to inflict with that skill. The poison's more detrimental to me than HP lost. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Waltz. Another thing I want to point out for this is the healing, status recovery items. I really like what they do with them. I think it was possibly Neptunia that started up this whole, when you recover from a skill, you're able to also regain some HP from it. And that's a really good system. It makes healing status ailments more worth it than just getting rid of the status ailment itself. We're able to recover some HP from it. That's great. Just noticing this now, Gargomon hasn't been hit that much over the last few cycles. That's good. And I opened up my... Okay, I didn't open my mouth too soon. Let's use an Aromatic Spray. Still have no idea if the poison like slowly amps up its damage every turn that's not recovered. If it does, I'll be in more of a panic in all honesty. It's that another bad thing about this boss is she doesn't slowly kill herself. Hey. I'm not going to heal that yet. I'll see what she does next turn. She might want to do another Sass Ailment. See, look, I opened up my mouth and Gargomon got punched in the mouth. I was supposed to go multi for that. Another thing that I'm thankful for is that there's no skill that ends up the damage of when opponents inflicted with a Sass Ailment. Thank you for preventing me from wasting a recovery. Let's use our Poison Heal. And Grey Worm inflicted with Bug. The Digimon that I did not want to have inflicted with Bug. Jeez. Okay. Holy Light. We at least have her on the ropes. .54 damage. Thank you for giving us a useless buff. What her main plan there was to inflict everybody with, I think it's, no, Panic, it's Temptation. I think this would be Bug. No, sorry. Plaything is Instant Death. And we already have a natural immunity to that because Phoenix Feather. Lady, you're giving us a useless buff. And we can't die due to unnatural causes. Oh, thank God it missed. Okay, that's kind of worrying. I'm going to use Crayonmon's turn to throw a attack boost at Garga. The more we neglect the chain attack, stronger we actually get at least. And our Sass Ailment's coming right our way. But she's almost done at least. Pretty tanky in all honesty. He uses his turn to heal up Ho-Ho because if Ho-Ho gets hit by one of her attacks, she might go down. Now hopefully we're able to get a chain. Damn it. No chain, Saint Knuckle. This will be panic. Okay. Back I don't really worry about because that is the main. That's the main trouble about her. She has a magical barrier. So, in my case, since I have two mages that are currently going berserk, I don't have to worry. Because if they hit her physically, she'll go down normally. Plaything, hit, don't die. And now it's just up to Gargamon to beat her down. Or Craniamon just hit her on accident. Or just hit her. There we go. Hard boss spell when you fight her the first time around when you're not prepared. Not that bad afterwards. And everybody got a level up, as they should. Hair of Lust. Beard of Greed, Hair of Lust. I can see a correlation. I don't like how the map's set up on the third floor. Yeesh. Okay, Lilith is down. Next up will be Envy. Because Pride's going to get his own part. Okay, since we're done that. Quest is finished up. Now let's go after Envy. We'll get a Spirit and Feather Disc from this. Envy is a demon Leviathan. If you know your other lore, Leviathan is also one of the three mighty beasts. The mighty beasts of the ocean, mainly. And he is within the Central Hospital. No, they're only focusing on two of the hub worlds, thankfully. But yes, Leviathan is of whatever. He's a beast of the sea. And for this, we have Ho-Ho. Ho-Ho negates his main shtick of instant death. So we're going to put back on, well, we're actually going to keep all of our equipment here because, in all honesty, we'll need it for Pride. And he is within the vending machine. Okay. Let's start this up. This is one that I have confidence in. As you can obviously see, Leviathan is a water attribute virus type Mega Level Digimon. This actually changes up our whole strategy with just spamming light skills. What are we going to do? We're going to just spam light skills. He is a physical attacker, so he's going to be taking more damage from magic. And since we have Cranium on here, we'll just output all that magic on him. He fights relatively normally, which is good. thankfully. We don't have to worry about that. And here's where his shtick comes into play. He is, however, since he is a physical attacker and one of the very few ones among the deadly sins, surprisingly enough, he is relatively bulky when it comes to physical damage. But this is what he does, Biting Crunch. Biting Crunch is supposed to inflict instant death. And that's, he'll only do it 3 times until he kills somebody. He'll only do it until he kills somebody, essentially. But since we have Ho-Ho, who's able to negate that instant death quirk that he has, it becomes less likely. Well, less likely to 0.0000%. So this battle is actually very easy. Because after he does his ballistic charge, he's not going to be able to do anything for a while. So in this case, I wouldn't worry about debuffs if you have a good enough team to take him down. Because as you can see, he's rather fragile. That's the thing that got me worried now. Craniumon. I have a feeling he's going to go on his rampage again, so let's heal everybody up real quick. One, 2, 3. Honestly, he will only do it 3 times, which is good to know now because this battle has just become easier. See how much a heal we could do. Not that bad, but something I won't use for a while. These attacks will get faster and faster and faster as the battle goes on. As well as something I did not mention. His Sin ability, which is simply referred to as Envy, inflicts a higher percentage towards Mega level Digimon. Because he's using his own Envy because he envies those that are more powerful than him. Clearly throughout this boss battle where we are a little stronger than him. Resting, good. We'll use that mental charge field again. This might be a really bad call. Okay, yeah, it was. Do Sonic Void. Gaia Elemental. We're going to use this Gardemont's turn because it can't really do anything of real use. To use a Medical Spray. Now I was worried there. Hey. The Leviathan's almost done. There we go. Of all these fights, it seems like Leviathan was the easiest. Attack charge field. Finally! Okay. From this, we got the Skills of Envy. Now let's go back to Sayo and Mirie to pass them back the item that we got. Okay, that's good. So, next time on Digimon Cyber... Well, actually, give me a quick sec. Here we are. Okay, next time on Digimon Cyber Sleuth, we'll be finishing off this, what's essentially a DLC side quest, with Pride. Pride's going to take a while, so might as well make it its own episode. So, I'm really not good at any of these. So, see you all next time.